Hi everybody, back at the Hub with Amy and Zai. We're just going to show you one of our favorite techniques today, and we call it pinning the hips. We're going to show it with Zai on the floor, but before we get down to the floor, Zai, you've had your hips pinned many times.
Thankfully, yes.
Tell me what you think of it.
It just makes you automatically feel taller.
Taller.
It doesn't really do anything. It's all a head game, you know?
I don't know. Is it a head game? Or is there something that happens in the body?
Something really happens in the body.
Yeah, that allows for that sense of expansion, feeling taller. Yeah, so let's show everybody, because this is one thing that our students really like, especially our non-ambulators, people who aren't walking, but just about everybody likes this one. So we're starting in standing, but Zai is going to get down to the floor. So I'm going to move this out of the way.
Please.
Okay. As Zai gets down to the floor, I want you to watch the care and finesse that he uses in making this transfer. So Zai and I have been hanging around together for a long time, and I've seen Zai through many levels of physical function.
Hey, that was pretty fast.
That was pretty fast, yeah. And I'm not concerned about speed, but you did get down, and it's really been a pleasure to watch Zai become really more in his body, and how that has changed how he gets to and from the floor has really been, it's really been an honor to watch that. I know Zai likes a little bit underneath his head, so I'm going to bring this blanket and put it underneath his head. There you go. Smooth that out. Does that feel okay?
Great, thank you.
Okay, good. All right, so we're going to show what we call pinning hips. So I'm going to have Zai take his arms and legs wide. Okay. And often what I'll have my students do when we've been standing, maybe doing standing poses, I'll have them land here for a little bit, because first of all, we need to honor what it takes for our students to get from a standing pose down to the floor. And once they go to the floor, I really like to have them just land there. There's something that just feels really, really good about that. So often we'll have them land there. Arms and legs may be together, but then I'll have them take their arms and legs wide and just allow themselves to feel the support of the floor underneath their limbs, especially in this wide open position here. So once our students have been there a little bit, then we're going to go ahead and do the hip pinning. So I'm going to step over Zai with his permission, and Zai and I have talked about this, so he knows where we're going. I'm going to start with my knees bent and slowly move them a little closer and a little bit closer, and go up a little bit more. Now Zai knows where he likes this, and your students will begin to know that too. Some people try to start way down here, and it feels very awkward. There really is a sweet spot with this one. And Zai will help me find that sweet spot.
There it is.
Right there, okay. So notice that I've got my feet, they're pretty much parallel with his body, but sometimes I even kind of toe them in a little bit. And I'm walking in until I have a pretty good pressure on his outer hip bones, right here, right above the crease, right in his outer hip bones. Notice that I have my knees bent. And once I get in really, really tight, I'm going to slowly, and I'm sure you probably can't see the smile on Zai's face, but a smile comes with this. So as I slowly straighten my legs, it really causes a nice amount of pressure on the hips. So I'm going to have you turn your palms up if you can. There you go. Good. So what do you notice when that hug, that boundary comes into the hips? First of all, you just took a deep breath.
Yes. It feels, I don't think I can say it feels good, but it's such relief.
Relief.
To the pressure in the hips.
Okay. Okay. And different students will tell us different things, but we use this as almost an effortless form of expansion. So we are giving this hug and this boundary to the hips, and the body begins to relax into that. And then I'm going to just slowly bend over. You can decide to add this part or not. I'm going to take the palm of my hand and gently place it on the top of Zai's shoulders and just draw the skin down and back. I'm not looking Zai in the eyes here. I'm just gently gazing down toward the ribs.
I noticed that in my groin.
Okay.
When you put the weight on my shoulders.
So you have a release in the abdominal and the groin
Yes.
region with that extra reference.
Yes.
And then I'm going to slowly stand up. Bend my knees.
Please don't go.
And then slowly release. And then Zai is a good student, so he knows that in this position, he just allows himself to feel that sensation of relief spreading through his body. So we're going to let Zai lie here for a few minutes. But this is something you should try with your students if you'd like. I always ask the students, of course, for permission. And most of our students really love this. So thanks for stopping at the Hub, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing, and don't forget to turn on your notifications.